Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Tech Motoring. On today's episode we're going to be taking a look at this product here. This is the AOSK rear seat back cover for the Mustang Mach-E. So this way you can have a little extra protection on the back of your seats when you have them folded down and you have the Mach-E loaded up. Hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned. We're coming right back. All right, everybody, well, welcome back. So like I was saying, we have this product here sent to me by AOSK to review for you on this channel like usual. And today we have the rear seat back cover, if you will. So this actually goes on the back side of the second row of the Mustang Mach-E. So this way, when you have the seat folded down, or both seats folded down, this will protect the back of the seat. Because as you know, this is all just carpet in here from the cargo area over the back seat. And now typically, if you follow me on this channel, you'll know that I typically have a cargo cover in the back of my Mach-E for protection and to keep this carpet from being damaged or cut or anything like that. And unfortunately, the rear seats don't have any protection. And now, you may have seen in previous episodes of our road trips, we had this car loaded up last year for a road trip, and you know what? It was great, except I was throwing a lot of stuff onto the carpeted rear seats, and you know, you don't want to scratch or possibly, you know, damage that carpet. Just doesn't make it look good. And of course, another thing that we use this car for a lot is taking loads to the recycling center. And when we load the car up with all those, you know, containers and such, and boxes, and sometimes boxes have some sharp edges on it or staples, sometimes you can damage your interior with that. So this is just one more piece of protection that you can have in your vehicle, in your Mach-E, to help protect a floor layer, basically, when those seats are folded down. So let's take a look at these real quick. Let me get this one out of my way here, and we'll take a look at this one. So it is basically just a pretty thin piece of rubber, which is really all you need, because this is just protecting it from basic scratches and anything like that. And it's just a thin piece of rubber that goes on the rear seats. Now, as you can see, it's two pieces, so it does allow you to still split the seats if you needed to. And it's a pretty neat idea. So it only adheres to the back of the seat using some Velcro, as you can see here. And it's Velcro across the whole outside perimeter of the floor mat. And this allows it to stick to the back of the seat. Another reason why they're probably a thinner rubber is just for weight. So this way it's not pulling so hard on that Velcro. I assume you can also add some extra Velcro if for some reason you don't think that this is enough or adequate enough to hold this on your the rear of your seat. But we're going to take a look at that today and see how that functions and how well it works. So that's what we're looking at here. Now you'll also notice that in the back of the Mach-E, those are hooks that are in the back of the seats. There's actually three of them, two on the 60 split and then one on that 40 split, or maybe it's a 70-30 split. Not really sure, but either way, you get those three hooks. Now you'll notice that these don't have the holes in them, but it does have this area right here where you can just cut this out. Just use a knife, you can cut out the area. Same goes on the bigger side as well. They have the areas you can cut that out so you can get access to those hooks if you need them. If you don't need access to those hooks, well, this is just one more extra layer of any type of dirt and debris from getting down into that hook area when you have it loaded up. So I like how that kind of gives you that option so you don't have to have this open if you don't want to. So anyway, it's a pretty simple install, like I said. Just has to sit down on the carpeted rear back of the rear seats, and then it'll just stick there. So let's just take a look at the bigger one real quick. Same exact idea, same principles. Obviously, you just have to line it up for all the pieces that are different. And on the back of this, you also have the Velcro that goes around it. A couple pieces in the center as well, which will help stick it to the seat. And like I said, it's just Velcro. So really, I mean, if you wanted to make it a little bit more sturdy, you could just put a couple more pieces of Velcro on here, and you know what? That'll work for you. But let's go ahead and get these in the car and take a look at how they work. All right, well, here we are in the back of the Mach-E here. We have our mats here. It's a pretty simple process. All we're gonna do is take the mat and we're gonna, oh, looks like I already got stuck to the back here. We're gonna take the mat here and we're just gonna line it up with the shape. So This one's going to go on like this, and we're just going to line it up like so. And really the biggest thing you want to make sure is that right here where the seatbelt latch is, that has plenty of clearance. So this way when you fold it up and it goes into the seatbelt latch area up here, that it doesn't hit the mat on the way up. So really that's the biggest thing there you want to make sure. Other than that, that's pretty much it. In fact, I think I might readjust this just a little bit. Ooh, that Velcro does feel really, really tight on it, which is good. That means it's not going to go anywhere. Woo, okay, let's put this right back on here. All right, and there we go. That looks really good. And like I said, the Velcro feels like it's really stuck to it. So I really don't think this is just going to fall off. I mean, unless you have a lot of, you know, dirt on the back of your seats you didn't clean off before you do this. But yeah, I made sure I vacuumed out this whole entire area before we did this today, make sure it was nice and clean. But yeah, that looks really good. And I'll get some close-ups for you, throw them in the B-roll here so you can take a look at how this looks. And let's get the other one on there and see how that one looks. All right, so same process here. We're gonna make sure we line this up properly. This is the bigger one. All right, line up the seat belt thing here. And it looks like I might have been a little too far on that side. So let's go ahead and pull this up. All right, well, there we go. So they are on. That's all there was to it. Very simple. And let's get you a close-up and take a look at how well they're going to function. Well, as you can see, the AOSK second row rear seat back covers are perfect. You don't need to do anything special with them. They look good. They're going to protect the back of your seat. Looks like a great addition to your Mustang Mach-E because really, I mean, if you do any type of hauling or anything with your Mustang Mach-E where you're going to throw a bunch of stuff in the back, road trips, like I was saying before, where we went on a road trip and had those seats down and loaded the car up, it's good to protect your investment, which honestly, what's wrong with spending a couple bucks on a couple rubber mats to protect your back seat, especially when they are fitted to the back seat and they work out well. And as you can see with the cargo mat in and the back seat covers, it actually looks really, really good. And of course, you're now fully protected from anything that you have to put in your Mach-E, especially when you're going out golfing for the day. Anyway, let's take a look at the seats while they're folded up and see how well they hold on to the back of the seats, and we'll go from there. But now that you got your Mustang Mach-E rear seat covers here on, let's go ahead and fold them up. Let's fix the seat belt here. All right, like so. All right, so now you can see with the rear seats folded up how it looks, and they look really, really good on the back of the seats. Gives a little bit more protection. Obviously, it matches the interior color perfectly, being the black on black. And yeah, as you can see, the Velcro, yeah, it's not, I mean, it takes a lot to get that Velcro off. I honestly cannot imagine that these would fall off after a while. I mean, obviously, between now and the time I post a video, I'll let you know if I do have any issues with them falling off the back of the seats. But honestly, that's some pretty good Velcro, and it is sticking pretty good to the vehicle. I don't really see this coming off at all. Yeah, that takes a lot. That takes a lot of pressure to do that. Obviously, the biggest thing is just make sure you clean the carpets, vacuum the carpets, clean them up a little bit before you go putting these on there, because you don't want anything else stuck underneath the mat. So that's really the biggest thing that I can say here. All right, everybody, well, there you go. So there are the AOSK back seat covers for the back of the second row of the Mustang Mach-E. And like I said, I think it's going to be a pretty cool product. It looks really good on the car. It's obviously going to protect those back seats much better than just the carpet that's on them. If you are someone who hauls a lot of stuff or has a lot of cargo that you put in your Mach-E, I think this is a great addition to your vehicle. Of course, if you're interested in this product, go ahead and take a look in the description below where you'll see a link to get it. I'd like to thank you very much for watching today's episode. I'd like to thank AOSK for sending out this product to me for my review. And of course, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up just below. If you're a Mustang Mach-E enthusiast or owner, make sure you hit the subscribe button, as I have a lot of other content on this channel for your Mustang Mach-E. I'd like to thank you very much again for watching today's episode. And remember, welcome to the future and welcome to Tech Motoring. And we'll see you on the next episode.